YouTube people, we just got done with the Victorian run, but I was sitting here looking at this character and talking about what we want to do. This girl's got 3 communities she survived in. Ones who lived. It's fitting. Squirrel. We all remember Squirrel. Said none of us. Let's try to legacy her again on lethal. This is the vanilla run. I'm just gonna start it tonight stream, and we are gonna go to Apex, but let's at least get it going. Let's get. Can we go random from here? Yeah, let's go random from here. This is really risky to bring Squirrel in, but it felt like full circle. We've done all these legacies. This one's gonna be solo. It's gonna be no DLC, no boons. Can we bring a legacy survivor to the latest version of State of Decay and get them on lethal? Yet another community survived. I should have taken driving. Slovenly, we've now learned is not good. Yeah, new update seems to make a big difference. Oh, what's the new update, Justin? Spent 20 minutes making my character and 5 minutes punching a robot to death. I haven't touched it since. Let's put that in the quotes. Congratulations. Quote 421. Take a punch is really good. Green thumb, basketball fan. Computers is nice. Digestive problems, not so nice. Janitors. We should have a team janitor should do the building. Grew up poor. Does that help or hurt? Kept smartphone. Oh, she kept it as an after the apocalypse. Hopeful. Well, we do need medicine. Trained in CPR. Empathetic. Good to be helpful. Workaholic, LARPer. Nurse puts family first, tells bad jokes. Probably lowers everybody's morale, but he has a little bit of extra cardio. Medicine, hardy. Sewer dweller, medical researcher. Yes, Croc. Croc, and he's a sewer dweller. How can we not let that guy be our doctor? There's no universe that exists where that guy can't be our doctor. Croc, the sewer dweller. And he even looks like a fucking alligator. Movies. I'm probably going driving, does tons of squats. Meg is 110 years old, but she does a ton of squats. Croc. Let's go. Comedy, survivor's guilt. Look at that, 115 on stamina though. Former model. Faith. Lies about age and recovery. A 1-star on cooking. Competitive eater. Into gardening show. Backwoods upbringing. I love the survivor system in this game. That's the biggest thing where it's just like, yeah, you can just take that. You can just run with that in the next one. Mechanic. I'll tell you what, we do need a mechanic for cars. That high lung capacity. I like that. Let's do it. Looks like Kavasha, Squirrel, Kavisha, Squirrel, and Croc. Most excited about Croc. Croc and Squirrel. You know, I gotta tell you, I really like high lung capacity, but we got something going here. We got something going here, and in this world, I don't think I can deny it. I think every single person in this community needs an animal name. Do we need a mechanic? Yes. Do we want high lung capacity? Of course we do. But do we need everybody to have an animal name even more than all that? Of course. Yes, absolutely. Woody. Oh, Woody measures twice. And he's a craftsmanship. Jaden. We need animal names only. Dwight. Braylon, Garrett, Ollie, Luisha. Things just got harder because now we have to look for an animal name mechanic. Eric Karaman. Oh man, if it was Eric Cartman, maybe. Pumpkin. Eric Skinner. Jersey, Jessica, Matchstick. Noemi, Max. Maximiliano Flores. Chase, Marta, Week. Panda. Spencer Wu. Squirrel, Panda, and Croc. Who's a voyeur environmentalist beatboxer. Oh man, can we go for a better animal? He does kind of look like a panda. Squirrel, Panda, Croc. Please, game. Please, on top of these people, generate a stupid community name. Please. I beg of you, game. Please give these people an obnoxiously stupid name.
And we're empty. Again.
I don't know what's on Squirrel's inventory. It might give us a nice little start.
Not me. Last time I accidentally stumbled on a juggernaut.
Look at that. Croc even talks like a croc.
I have a better idea.
I feel like he's gonna death roll any minute from now.
Moving on.
Panda, croc, a squirrel, a panda, and a crocodile walk into a bar.
Now that you mention it.
Fucking hell, man. They don't even make eye contact. Oh, it's like a terrible B movie. Wow, she has nothing. I did not pack her up with anything. We're on Providence Ridge, which we don't play very often. Alright, Squirrel's only gonna have one thing and one thing only going for her. She's leveled up.
Maybe we should just take
Panda?
the next place we come across.
Greetings. I should have played this, though. We really should have played this while that was going down.
We've got to find a place to settle down.
I get that, Croc. I do. I really do. But don't expect me ever to get over the fact that your name is Crocodile and you lived in a fucking sewer. There's no getting over that. Once you've realized that fundamental fact of your nature, he's miserable. Oh, minus 50 standing rewards. I took refuge underground during the outbreak. I'm not really comfortable around humans. And his name's fucking Crocodile. Hardy. He's hardy. He's even wearing like a crocodile jacket. Like a crocodile scale jacket. Look at Panda. Panda's a beatboxer and environmentalist. Oh, this is perfect too, because Squirrel lived in a tree. The Croc lived in the sewer, and Squirrel lived in a tree. This is the stupidest thing. Our leader Squirrel lived in a fucking tree. Our Dr. Crocodile lived in a sewer.
Made it. It's gonna start now.
And our homie Panda is an environmentalist. Croc's with a big bat. I don't think I've done a Lethal Legacy on this map either. Why am I talking? Why did that just... Oh. The bot was actually ahead that time also. Zombies remain where... Still, that's kind of amazing to me. Okay, we need to turn multiplayer off so we can actually pause. This is all gonna be... This is gonna be the one solo run. The Misfit run will be multiplayer. Hopefully this doesn't become like the Lambda Slaughter run. And let me recheck. I think the end... Where did the death counter end at? 22. That's officially back to 0 now, ladies and gentlemen. So 94 deaths and 22 deaths. That's where we're at for numbers. Is this the Echo Pistol? Let's hope I at least don't pass the Lambda Slaughter run. Oh god, Croc's telling a story. This might go badly. Hates to be alone. He fucking... I'm not really comfortable around humans. I don't get along all that well by myself. If fish sticks were squares, would they be chicken nuggets? And if cows had opposable thumbs, would they speak? And would we listen? Would we listen? It keeps me up at night. Keeps me up at night. These things. The Lambda Slaughter run was our first lethal run. The first time I played Apex in quite, or not Apex, but State of Decay in quite a while. And my nephew was basically a noob. We walked into lethal, no boons, random survivors, and got our asses kicked. That was the fundamental idea of the Lambda Slaughter run. It's like both a return and basically, let's take the nephew in, random people. He's not really a State of Decay kid. Like first playthrough of almost. He played Heartland. That was basically his first playthrough. There's still zombies remaining. What the hell? Is there zombies up in the tower? You ever try walking down the street yelling that stuff out loud? I have and I do. That's why I maintain such a large following here on Twitch.
No worries.
Partnership in the new year.
Stop jinxing us, asshole.
No doubt about it. Is this like is this a zombie apocalypse game? That was the quote. That's probably like going to be the quote of the year. I know it's early in 21, but playing State of Decay 2, we're 30 odd episodes, which means 30 hours into the Lambda Slaughter run. Tucker says, "What is this? Some sort of zombie thing." And keep in mind, this is after we did the Heartland run in the exact same game. Seems challenging for kids his age. This game's challenging.
Around for now.
Tucker asked that. He asked that. Yeah, it's a clip we have on here on the Twitch and the YouTube as well. Yeah, that was the fucking quote. That's like he did another thing just last week. I was like, yeah, Winston Churchill's one of my heroes because of how he worked on himself, like how he rose up the political ladder. And I just said Winston Churchill's one of my heroes, and Tucker's, and I said for the way he worked on himself. And Tucker looked at me and said, "What? He had cybernetic augments?" Yes, Tucker. The Prime Minister of Britain in World War II had cybernetic augments. I appreciate it. He's creative. I think that's good, but. Available on YouTube. I can't watch past broadcasts because I'm not a sub. Wah. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's also highlights. I think you can still watch highlights if you're not a sub. That's pretty funny. Hey, you know you can sub. I'm not sure if you'd be interested, but why? If you can sub for free with Amazon Prime. I see that Prime crown. Which is not at all. You're under zero obligation to sub, obviously.
We're starting a trend.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to watch the past VODs and avoid the ads. That didn't count. Whatever. Let's go scavenge. Okay. This is solo. Not on the damn iPhone app. Still doesn't work. Man. Are you able to use a web browser through the iPhone? Only thing I wish is I did have Marathon, but none of my legacy characters are going to have Marathon on them. Marathon used to be junk. For years. Yeah, that's why it's surprising to me that Twitch hasn't updated their app. Seems like it's usually a site. I tried, they did, but it's on a different system on phone. They did, but it's a different system on phone. Buy tokens or whatever. You buy tokens or whatever. You buy tokens to sub? I tried, but then it's really hard to read because I have a smaller phone. Oh. Well, as far as I know, I've used Twitch Prime subs. I mean, you literally just said, you just click the thing that says sub for free. But I think you've done it before. As far as you've subbed here before. Buy tokens. we get... Yeah, we can get some of that going. Let's go ahead and get an outpost. Well, how much influence do we have? Enough. You gotta love these first few days on lethal because they're really calm. But I never go on it. Yeah, that's cool. Again, you're under no pressure.
Hopefully not every Zed in the county heard that.
I have to be careful because I don't want it to seem like I'm fishing. It's weird because, like, technically you should fish as a Twitch streamer. It's like subs are, they are your bread and butter. They're the foundation of everything if you want to be a streamer. At the same time, culturally, no, it's real dumb. That's plain bizarre. Mr. Parker, we were just talking about your dog, Miss Parker. Did you have your first day at work?
Looks like nobody else is home.
Sub token costs more than a regular sub, but doesn't give you anything other than being a sub. It costs money? That's
I think I've searched everywhere I can.
Really stupid. Thanks a lot for being here, Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Yeah. Oh wait, I can use cars and shit now. I forgot. We're done with the Victorian run. Thank God. Yeah, I've only used my sub Prime twice in 5 years. You think Amazon would encourage using Prime to sub? Absolutely, you think they would. But I guess it is free money. You know, they don't get the $2.50 off the top at the Prime subs. So, yeah, it sucks though, because you got Prime, so why not take full advantage of what's there for free for you? That's the part that's bullshit. The pterodactyl rise again. And so it begins in earnest. The vanilla run, solo, lethal. Can our team of... What we're doing tonight is we have a wild, wacky, zany team of animals who are going to go through the terrifying world of lethal all together. We have Croc, the living oxymoron. Croc who lived underground, but I'm not really comfortable around humans. At the same time, he hates to be alone. We have Panda, the environmentalist. And we have Squirrel, who slept in a tree. Croc who lived underground, Squirrel up in a tree, Panda the environmentalist. It's a team of animals. What will they do in this world that exists solely to kill you? You gotta use the PC or use mobile browser. So the mobile browser doesn't work very well for you either, wife? Probably watch on mobile? Probably they do, yeah. The only thing that sucks is we...
Looks like that screamer's about to barf.
Did not grab... So we could just get... go ahead and start driving again. That's gonna feel like we jumped 200 years into the future. If I was smart, I wouldn't have fast searched there, but honestly, I think I can sneak kill this group. I tried going on the website, but it automatically opens the app. Oh, damn. Sounds like it's just a pain in the ass, wife.
Barrel incoming.
That's the one thing I didn't do here. Why did I not load Squirrel up more?
For the head.
we didn't miss that last shot. Oh, I love this. It's been too long. All these bloaters. Look at all those chickens. Oh yeah, I went to Paperwork Tuesday where you can get my sketch. Exciting, Miss Parker. Excited for you, really am. How's Carly? How's Grandpa? Paperwork. So, like, is there a lot of safety stuff because you're gonna be in a factory, Parker?
Locked up. I'll feel bad about that when I have time later.
Hey, food, good. I want to build up a decent community too. Obviously, we're not using boons and no DLC. That's the big thing, no DLC. But I want to see if I can't get a power substation, get a water station, and build like a big vanilla community like we would have before boons. This is more than it's supposed to be that sort of. Oh my god, this bullshit. There was lag in a single player offline.
Time to gear up or get out.
This is meant to be a bit of a nostalgic run, I feel like. A character that would have done an OG legacy coming back into the fray. It's asking me to log in, but since I haven't used the site, it sent a key to my junk email address, and I don't remember the password for. Right on. It's all good, man. I'm just glad you're here, like I said. There's no pressure at all. Just glad you're here.
That smells nasty.
Glad we can drive this car again. Is the car dead? I think it's just damaged. I think we can actually throw some gas in there and start driving. Maybe not. It looks pretty fucked. All the stamina is glorious, though. No, we can drive it. It can take one hit, I'll bet you. These cars are made of... They are made of... a bubble. Or tissue paper and lethal. But...
That's all I got.
God, she didn't have shit. She really is an OG character. She's got like a screwdriver. She didn't have some of the DLC stuff. Material. That's what we're looking for here. I know there's like an area where there's some construction. Where is that area? Let's go Blue Brush. Oh, wow. To drive a car again. To drive a car again. That's crazy. At least a couple episodes into this. I'm still feeling the State of Decay flow. Looks like we got our first heart, maybe? No, we don't.
It's locked. Figures.
Damn.
Premises are empty.
And Marathon and
like.
Stealth did not matter in Vanilla State of Decay. So she has a good combination of skills.
Not exactly. Yep. I'm getting shit done.
Discipline is the only other skill outside of stamina, outside of the cardio skills that actually gives stamina. So that's good. Close combat is excellent. Backpack story slot. I probably should have. But I love this combat. It's so fun.
Better slow down next time.
Making a lot of noise. I gotta be careful.
I'll feel bad about that
No
when
matter
I
how
time later.
strong she is, feral is strong. Stage 3. There we go. Dan, growing in power. Can we get some Nexus Cat hype up in the chat for Dan, please? How long does a normal playthrough take on the easiest difficulty? We were doing them when we were doing speedruns. Yo, Twisted Slacker, son, you have joined the war. You've continued to fight the war, and you've continued to fight the resistance, and you, sir, have become. Oof. Stage 3, more human than a human. Twisted Slacker, son.
Time to gear up
What
and get
the
out.
hell is up, Dan? Dan, we just started our 3rd legacy on Lethal out of 4. This is known as the vanilla run. It's going to be solo, no boons, no DLC, and we're using a legacy character from the launch of the. And I'm really glad to have you here, man. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get a few episodes into this, and then I'm going to do dailies on Apex, we'll call it. Thank you very, very much, man. I'm thankful and I'm grateful. That sub means a lot. Thank you. It's my Nexus Cat. Yes, Randy. The Earth Hammer cometh. Thank you for that hype, Will. So thank you for that hype, wife,
We're all
making
clear.
Dan feel welcome. Hope you're having a good night, my
Starting a
man.
trend.
Bro, I should be a captain or a major by now. Old school. Coughing right into my hand. Now I'm gonna go shake some. We'll do a shaking, jerking pat. 422, Dan. You in the thing, in the quotes. And since you're a sub, you can add quotes if you're so inclined. I don't think I got your name all the way in. How long does a normal playthrough take on the easiest difficulty? So, Undead Labs, they were doing a special event with Microsoft, and it was you win an Xbox Series X if you get the fastest time of killing all the hearts on normal, and we got it down to 7 minutes 30. And the deal is, the biggest part is killing the hearts. So 7 minutes 30 to kill the hearts is what we had it down to, wife. And then depending on the legacy, they're usually 3 missions. Probably Builder is the fastest, next fastest, maybe the Trader. I bet you could get it done under an hour, and I bet if you really worked efficiently and fast in the game, and you got lucky on how the game spawned enclaves, and you got lucky on the cooldown timer, you could legacy on the easiest difficulty in this game in 30 minutes. If you knew what you were doing. And basically the deal is, the way we got it down to 7 minutes 30 is we had all of the spawns memorized. We knew which houses spawned the hearts. Well, we didn't know which houses spawned the hearts. That's random. But we knew that if it was in a certain location, the heart would be in this spot. It would be in the back window, or it'd be in the right window, or it'd be like up in the loft. So what we would do is and then this is on YouTube, we highlighted those videos. What we would do is we would drive up to the house, literally look in the window or wherever, pop the heart down really quick, shoot it down with this big Eternal Guard's Rage, is that AK that has this super huge drum on it, so it has over 100 bullets. We'd shoot the heart and then immediately drive to the next one. It was fun, actually, but you combine that style of play with, say like Wilson. Wilson's got all the missions like memorized. He knows the structure. He knows the structure of the map. He knows where the missions spawn, how they spawn, when they spawn. You combine that knowledge with the knowledge of the hearts, you could really run the shit out of this.
Almost out.
Weed and crack are quite different. It ends together. So saith the people on intervention. How fast was the fastest run? sub 7 minutes, right? Yeah.
Only
So
I
we
had
were
room for
close.
it.
I mean, I would put us in the top 100 in the world. I'd say we were in the top 100 times in the world, but we were still not close to winning. It would have been sick, though. Imagine if we would have won and got that Series X, especially with the shortages right now. Is that who won the Xbox? Yeah, it was a team and people in Australia. There was like 4 or 5 Australian State of Decay players that were apparently just amazing at that challenge. And they were the first ones to start posting sub like 8 minute, 9 minute, 8 minute, and then finally 7 minute runs. I think it was like 6 minutes 57, something like that. And see, we were sub 8 and we were capped pretty fucking hard. What you had to do was you would save and quit the game.
We're all clear.
And you would re-roll, and then what you would, no, you wouldn't. You'd save and quit the game, okay. And then what you would do, you go to settings, and you'd go to difficulty, or you go to difficulty, and you would lower it from dread to standard back and forth, and every time you did that, the map would refresh. You get a whole new spawn of hearts. So then you look at the map, and you'd say, oh, okay, they're in a pretty tight cluster.
No room.
And you would decide, because you have limited resources, whether or not that was going to be a run that you tried. So you had like certain layouts that were more effective for runs. And what you wanted was them to be in a tight cluster and basically a circle. So you could just drive in a straight line. Like if you had to break off towards the middle of the map, it wasn't a good spawn. So you wouldn't take that, and you'd reset and wait until you got a decent one. That alone took time, and you only... This challenge only existed for like 48 hours. It was only around a few days. It was like a weekend. It was a weekend thing. So everything mattered. And you didn't want to sit there and have to like wait all day for challenges. One of the things that slowed us down big time, wife, is that I did not have an established community at the time. We were doing a run, so I went ahead and took that community in there, but they were not rich or close. So we spent the first day of the challenge just getting stuff together. Getting the Eternal Guard's Rage. That took us like 6 hours. Getting bullets. Getting fire. Getting trucks. Getting gas. I only got like 5 runs in that first day. And then I was doing it, the way I was doing it was bad. I was going around, I didn't know that you could just change the difficulty. So we were scouting a new map out using the radio center, which takes 10 minutes.
I'm home.
Looting the map,
my 2 favorite
and
things.
then getting a refresh, and then coming back in and shit. It was bad, because it turned out that whole time I could have just been refreshing the map. 2 things we could have done differently to maybe had a better chance. I would have had another full day of runs if we had done this. Is having our day 99 community still around, because they were freaking loaded on everything, and
broken weapons just take up space.
Knowing that you could reset the map via difficulty change from the start. It was fun though. Still was fun. When did the clock start? The clock would start the moment you got in the map. So you had to be really smart, because the moment you loaded in, the time started. So you'd look at the map and you had like 30 seconds to decide. Okay, this is going to be when we make a run. You had to be choosy, because if you did do that, you were going to waste a bunch of ammo and gasoline. And if it was a bad run, that meant you had to spend an equal portion of time just making up for the mistakes of that run.
I'm glad we've already got a start on building this base up into something real.
It's pretty impressive that you guys got so fast given where you started. Well, thank you, wife. Yeah, we did all right. We were getting a lot of tips and tricks, though, to be fair. Like, everybody in the community was a part of it.
To help us out?
It was cool, because there was a lot of people who were also doing speed runs at the time.
Thanks.
And were a part of it, coming in and telling us like how they were doing, what times they were getting, what strategy they were using. And we also varied our strategy. We spent a little bit of time just trying to figure out what we liked best, whether we liked the grenade launcher the best, whether we like the Vector SMG, which turned out to be, it turned out the Vector SMG with the choke on it, because the choke actually increases the damage, could melt a heart. And that turned out to be a pretty effective strategy.
This might be useful.
But it was also...
nothing of use.
The reloads were not efficient. And the fact that... so what we did was it carried like 3 in a row. We just couldn't make it work. But it was better than what I thought it was going to be. The main people were using grenade launchers. The people who won, they were using grenade launchers. And we just didn't have the mats for that. Because the nade launcher, it was like 2 nades. You just... and then you just drive. You drive because you knew it was going to blow up. And if you hit the top of the wall where the heart's at, it's like Borderlands where you like stack all this damage up. What we had to do was get out of the car, aim, and people did all kinds of cool shit. Like right now, how we're driving and we don't have a door on the car, people figured out that that was the way you want to do it because it skips the animation of opening the door. Instead of having to aim, your character will just slide out of the car.
Bloater!
Little things like that. I almost wish they would have let it go. I hope they do something like that again. Because it was pretty cool over the course of 72 hours just how much the community was actually able to optimize that specific challenge.
There's a plague heart.
The idea is genius, makes people even more loyal to the series, I'm sure.
Or you could just
one of the big things about State of Decay, wife, is that the 2 main people you see on the streams, Brant, Fitzgerald, and Geoffrey, can't
Helping out like
remember his
this is
last
a good
name.
way to make friends.
Those guys were the same guys that were streaming State of Decay 1. It's a smaller studio and there's a big focus on community. And they're really loyal to the zombie genre. That's been like their whole thing. So it's one of the big reasons I've stuck with it so much.
Kill me dead.
They're familiar faces.
It's clear to me.
So we're gonna have to bring down our first heart, so we need to get a melee
If only
weapon.
I had room for it.
I don't know where the bounty room spawns. I am just trying to find. I'm gonna go ahead. I'd rather outpost this food place. We'll outpost this. We're gonna loot through these little series of buildings here because we want to try to find a heavy weapon for the heart. Should start leveling up another character though, because we're gonna want a powerhouse. I just want to get her to hero status if possible. That'll be a big help too, because it's plus 30.
I should probably take a break before I fall over.
This will get us food overnight.
Location is secure, guys.
That'll be
you
helpful.
Can thank me later.
Bad about that lack of a silencer. Loaders killed with crossbows. We need a powerhouse and we need a stealth expert. Is there blue here? Starting so bare bones.
That's enough looking around for now.
These aren't bad. These are better than I thought. Like, they increase radio cooldowns. We can use everything but DLC, so like radio is back in play. But I will consider the supply drops part of the DLC. They're expensive anyway. I don't even think they're really the right strategy for us. Really just low and slow. Keep this episode rule until we go to the heart. We'll make this. I'll probably shoot one more episode tonight. We'll just have a start on the vanilla run. We'll know that it exists. So that's actually helpful. More than you'd think.
There's no place like home. And home just got better.
I'm not gonna find anything else
here. Oh, there
here.
we go. Carbine. Like that. Hell yeah. Okay, first heart they want us to do is over here. Were we over there? I don't see any other hearts on the map. We'll go to the Ranger tool shed though. I'm just gonna keep clear cutting everything that's around us. While the game is not out of control yet, and while we have a car. In this mission, there's not a whole lot of like pressure, time pressure on it, so. Let's see what they have to trade as well. There we go. That's what we'd be needing. Ellie, take another part. Good.
Was I not supposed to do that?
7 parts is nothing. I'll take the ammo for now. Let's go see what they got for trade. Look how slow that Pepe's rolling in. Is that by design? What the hell? Is the OBS lagging?
Later.
Gotta refuse the mission. Where's the trade?
You got something for me?
Okay.
You guys got bullets, rucksack. Hover over it to read. Feels lag, man. Can't even cough. Let's call it an episode.